All right. It is the Working Class Bowhunter Podcast, and we are recording mobily from Utah, and we've had a really good day. We've got our butts kicked.
It's been a fun day, hasn't it?
It's been really fun. Eric and I and Jordan are out at the MTN OPS HQ, and we've had a big day. So we're going to go roundtable, of course. Kurt Geyer speaking.
Eric Hammond.
Thad Kazmarek, CMO at MTN OPS.
Thank you for having us.
Trevor Farnes, CEO and founder at MTN OPS.
Thank you.
Abby Gallegos, Conquer Fitness 2023 winner.
James Stone, same thing, Conquer Fitness 2023 winner.
I don't have my soundboard to do that for you guys. So.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I practice.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having us and make us feel part of this family. It's been
a pleasure, man.
Quite the day.
Honor.
I think where do we start this day? Let's talk about you guys. That's what we need to do. You guys are like the focus, I feel like, of the day. Like that was like the big deal of the day. So I don't know. Do you guys want to break down what the challenge was and kind of how it all came to be what it is?
Yeah. So every year here at MTN OPS, at the beginning of the year, when all the New Year's resolutions and everything are taking place, right, we kick off a Conquer Fitness Challenge, and we invite our community to join in, submit their application, their before photos, their goals. And those goals are physical, but they're also spiritual, social, mental. That's our Conquer More mentality and Conquer More challenge here at MTN OPS, is to focus on overall wellness in life through those 4 categories. And we ask these individuals to make those submissions to get on the product and to reach out to our Conquer Fitness specialists here at MTN OPS, who can give them kind of some plans, dietary, nutritional, and fitness plans that they can go after. And then every month they submit their results for the month.
Mm-hmm.
And every month we have winners. Thad, what do we give out every month? Cash prizes to these winners.
Yep, and James and Abby both won at some point throughout the month journeys as well. So
yeah,
$5,000, right, every month that we give out on those winnings. And then at the end of the year, at the end of July, final submissions are in place, and they submit their after photos. They submit some survey results as far as like essays that they've shared, like, this is what's happened in my life. Here's the transformation that's occurred.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how I'm different. Here's the result, basically.
Yeah.
And then it goes through our judging panel, and there's a bunch of submissions. It's pretty incredible, but the winner wins $30,000.
Mm-hmm.
And this year we chose 2 winners, and they're sitting right here with us today.
That's so awesome.
That is awesome.
Congrats, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about like some of your guys' experiences with all this, I mean, from the start of it until sitting here right now. I mean, it's got to be pretty incredible.
Oh, it's
Whoever wants to
been
go first.
life-changing.
Really?
Yep. I guess my start to it was I was freshly postpartum from having my daughter. I just wasn't really able to keep up with her, and I figured as a 24-year-old, I should be able to keep up with a 6-month-old. I actually gained about 80 pounds in pregnancy, and that was hard for me because I've always been on the thinner side, and I figured, I'd have the baby, lose all my weight, and be back to normal, and that was not the case. I definitely had to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
She was really my motivator, her and my husband both, because I just wanted to be a better wife and mom to both of them, because I wasn't able to keep up with my day-to-day life, and I really wanted to, and I knew I had to put myself first and better myself to be able to help my family. And so that's what I did. I put in the work every day. I included her in my daily workouts. I mean, my day-to-day life, I turned into workouts when I knew I couldn't get in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I really just pushed for my family and made it work. And I noticed a transformation the first month I did it. And I think after that first month, it really pushed me harder. And I mean, 3-4 months in, I didn't want to stop doing the challenges. Even after they ended, I challenged myself. I used the Facebook group that they have, the Conquer Fitness group, as my motivator too, because everyone in there is just, wow, it's an amazing community they have, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone kind of keeps you accountable. And I mean, these are people I've never met before, and they're like family on there because, they're pushing you to do more. So I challenged myself to keep going past the challenges, and I'm still doing that to this day. And it's just a great community that they have here.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Good for you.
Thank
It's
you.
inspiring for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, you lied. You're really good at that.
So let's talk about your did you know about Mountain Ops before the challenge? Like, were you familiar with everything?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been buying their supplements actually since like 2017.
Very cool.
I didn't know about the challenge. It just came across my feed one day in March, I think, of this year. I was at my lowest of lows with postpartum, and
hmm
I came across a challenge, and I was like, "This is it. This is what I'm doing. I'm gonna stick to it." And I gave myself 30 days to stick to it, and after that, it was, "Nope, I'm doing this for good."
Very cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. What's your story?
Man, I had no clue about them. I wasn't working out or nothing. I was just drinking, having a good time, being a piece of crap, really. And I didn't have no social media, no Facebook, Instagram, nothing. And man, it just popped up. I liked the way the logo looked.
Yeah.
Said Mountain Ops, and so I clicked on it, and man, it was kind of at that time in my life, a lot was going on, and it was the last ditch of God just threw everything but the kitchen sink at me, and
hmm
clicked on it. There happened to be a challenge. I told my wife, I said, man, I'm going to win that thing. And of course she said, okay, you're going to quit drinking? I said, yes. She'd heard it a million times before.
Right.
Cold turkey that night, started working out twice a day, and still doing it. And man, it's just, life is just exponentially better. Everything about it is better. I mean, it's a 180, and it's all because of this company. So,
Man, good for you.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
That's incredible. I like that. It's like the honesty of like never saw it, never knew about it, liked the logo, clicked on it, and then like,
it's true. I really did.
That's the power of a brand right there.
It
right?
is.
It is.
It is.
yeah, that's cool. How do you guys like feel when you see this type of stuff, man? It's got to make you guys feel like super just proud.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievably inspiring.
Yeah.
These two are inspirations for me specifically. I think the entire Mountain Ops family here in the building. Trevor mentioned it earlier today. When we saw these two stories come across, there were no brainers in selection. And, Mountain Ops is our whole value and brand prop is improving lives of individuals and families. And when you see these two in person, and I mean, for the folks that aren't going to see, James is a specimen now.
Yeah.
He is.
He's got veins in his legs that are bigger than my legs, and it's not just the physical either, both Abby and James mentioned it. It's spiritual, it's mental, emotional. Mountain Ops is super special. I've only been here for just over a year, and my life is wildly different than what it was prior to joining Mountain Ops. And I've had a very fortunate life and career, and I couldn't be happier, more blessed to be part of Mountain Ops.
Yeah, I'm the guy in the room with sweaty eyes right now. That's how I'm feeling. and you guys have witnessed that today with me. It doesn't take a whole lot, but these are powerful stories. And I said this earlier, and I'll say it again, that James and Abby, you guys, we built this company for you. And it's one person at a time, right? We love relationships, and we love building community through those relationships. But those relationships are built one person at a time.
Yes.
And I learned that growing up, watching my parents serve people and taking care of people. And the first person that this whole business was kind of built around was my father, to help him and to transform his life and to help him in a time of need. And then it's just kind of spun out to individuals who now are having these incredible transformations. And it really is like, I look at these faces. I've been looking at you guys all day. Just like can't take it in enough, because this is our mission, to improve the lives of individuals and families. And when you can see it actually like come to fruition in a person's life, and the money, forget the money, like that's incredible. It's exciting, right? But as you read their essays, it's like they're, as a husband, father, as a wife, a mother, like they are succeeding in those roles and responsibilities more than they ever have before.
Yeah.
Their connection to those relationships, their connection to God, like it's amazing that a brand and a product and a community can bring people together in such a way. And we always say here at Mountain Ops, they rise highest who lift as they go. We have a responsibility to lift those, with us. And they're doing that. They're inspiring our community now. It's not so much now us, it's them taking this message forward. And in that community on Facebook, everyone's watching their transformations and they're inspired by them. And then another life is touched, and another life is blessed, and another transformation takes place. And it's all because of the work and the effort you guys have put in. We're just a small piece of it. And I love it. I love being a part of it. It's so fulfilling.
I love how humble you guys are, and everybody here that's on your guys' team at Mountain Ops, because we just knew you guys through just like online calls and all the good stuff that Jake has said about you guys, and
Yep.
like we're grateful. Like Jake introduced us to the Mountain Ops family. It's only been roughly 2 months or something, maybe not even that long, somewhere in there. But like we show up today and get to meet you guys, see you guys surprised. Like you guys didn't know you were winners, which was amazing. I want to talk about that a little bit too, like what went through your head. But from like Eric and I and Jordan's perspective, when we showed up, it is full positivity. Everyone's down to earth. Everyone's so friendly and like welcoming. And it's like such a positive environment that it just makes you feel good.
It does make you feel good. I was telling Kurt we need to do more team building exercises at the podcast. Just me and him.
It'll be us yelling at Doug because
Yeah.
he didn't show up. But no, just the overall, that might sound corny. The vibe of like what this Mountain Ops culture is here is so healthy in fitness, right? But healthy in just mindset and positivity that it like, I just want to be surrounded by it more. Like we
Right.
did things today that we haven't never done.
Right.
Like the cold plunge, we'll get into that too. But it's like just everybody's high-fiving and encouraging to each other and fist bumping and shaking hands and hugging. And it's like the best culture you could be a part of.
The team you guys have built here is just incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of
I
building
was-
off what Kurt was saying.
Makes me
but
feel all weird inside.
It does.
Feel a little something.
My eyes are sweating all
What is-
day. There's certain times where I'm like, oh,
What is this feeling I'm experiencing?
I don't know. It's all new to us.
It's a unique feeling, and I told you guys earlier, the secret sauce of Mountain Ops are the individuals. It is so incredible when interdependence is one of our core values, and you can do so much together collectively that you couldn't do on your own. And so we have talented individuals that are joining the team, and anytime somebody comes onto the team, it's like having another baby. It's like it enhances life. It
Right.
enhances the experience.
Yeah.
And when those individuals believe in the mission and they believe in the core values that will drive us in the direction of that mission, it's unstoppable. It's incredible. And that's the feeling you're feeling. It's like
Yeah.
there's something bigger than just an organization, a company here. It's a mission that we are on to improve lives.
Yeah.
And that transformation happens in so many different ways in people's lives. And we're just privileged and honored to be a part of it in some small way.
And it's so awesome,
big
too,
way.
that everyone, you can tell, enjoys working here.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to so many jobs and so many different places where you can just tell people
Right.
don't enjoy it.
Well,
you know?
more times than not, the
Yeah.
vibe is automatically negative because I feel like Americans and probably a lot of other places are so accustomed to that, just how it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just got to come in and show up and then leave, and there's nothing good about their day that most people probably look at, But it's like as the older we get, the more around good people and positive attitudes, you realize who you need to surround yourself with and who you, I don't want to say cut out of your life, but maybe just focus who you're with more often and the attitudes. And it's beautiful. It's
It
just
is.
good, man. I love it. I love everything
Thanks.
about it.
And you
Awesome.
guys are here at a great time of the year because it's September, the elk are rutting.
That's nice, too.
Everybody's
Let's not
out
forget that.
chasing. We're all smiles.
Doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt, yeah. One thing I do want to talk about, so we knew about you guys are going to get surprised, like, because normally there's only supposed to be one winner, right? Was that like the whole thing? And you guys thought you were finalists coming to it. That was like the whole backstory.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to go first, talk about like, you knew you're coming here today. What's going through your head before you walk in the doors?
I mean, I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I was just told there was finalists. In my head, there was like no way it was going to be me.
Yeah.
I was excited though to come out here and honestly just to check out headquarters, meet everyone, and you walked in and you feel like family here. It's unreal, the community that they have, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was super shocked and it was exciting. I had
all
no
the
words.
confetti flying everywhere.
Yeah, I was still trying to take it in.
Right? I bet. What did you think coming in? Like,
Man, I had figured it out 100%. I was like, I know what's going on here. I went through
wow.
I went through every email and researched it, and I was like, why would they say this if this happened? Then we get here and they're like, oh, the other finalists are inside. I looked at my wife like, dude, I was way wrong. I was like, what are we gonna do? Push up, see who wins? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then,
Where's the competition at?
yeah. So as soon as we walked in and that happened, then I was like, oh man, nothing but tears. I was like, okay. So there ain't no finalists.
Uh-huh.
You know, like
Yeah.
it was amazing, man. It was crazy. It's still, like she said, it's nuts. I still don't really. I mean, I know when we leave here and I go buy me some new arrows and stuff, it's going to kick in. But
yeah. That's awesome. It was cool to like watch your guys' reactions. It was crazy. Like, we had just showed up and it's like, all right, we got to like assume position.
Yep.
And Eric and I are like in the back. I'm like, I don't deserve to be in front of anybody else. So I'm
Right.
just gonna, like take it in back here. But it was cool.
I got Cabela's on my map already. Like, as soon as we leave here, click straight to Cabela's.
That's awesome.
Go spend some
That's
money.
so awesome. I love it, man. It's got to be cool for you guys to like to do this for people. I know like you guys did the challenge and earned it, but to be able to like put up the resources and everything to like make this possible has got to be a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah, there's, I mean, obviously there's a product that's sold that provides a resource and everything. And we just figure as many ways as possible that we can give back to the community that's giving to us. Like we need to do that. And then, anytime you can have a transformation together with someone, like there's a bond that's created.
Yeah.
We don't often get to be with the actual customers that are going through these. So anytime we can bring them in, and anyone listening that can come out to the headquarters, we'll put on a day. We might not have a $30,000 check for you unless you're the winner next year, but we will put on a day just like today to welcome you in, make you know that you are important to us, your family. We'll pack some meals together to help, with those in the community that are needing it much more than we are. And it's just incredible. Yeah. But to know that there's that type of reward at the end as well.
Yeah.
That's something to celebrate also. That's super
Very cool.
exciting.
Well,
I don't know.
And it's just, there's every supplement company does one of these deals, and it's all physical. That's all it is physical. But, with this company, man, it was more spiritual than anything else, which is the big win, right? Like, I mean, the money is great and everything, but I had told Kelsey, I was talking to her, she had mentioned something, and I was like, man, if I don't win that money, I don't even care at this point. Like, my life has changed. Like, I've gained so much more than that money just from this company, And I mean, their supplements are also the best, so
Yeah.
it helped.
That helped.
It helped a lot.
Yeah.
You ran your first marathon during this whole transformation as well.
I hiked Mount Whitney,
Wow,
which is the tallest peak in North America.
that's incredible.
Like,
Wow.
yeah. So, I mean, that was 2 months in, and it's crazy what you can do sober,
Yeah. Wow.
That's awesome.
That is cool, man. Well, let's talk about our day we had, and then I obviously want to talk about Conquer Hunger and some other things too as we go along. But
Cool.
we, of course, celebrated your guys' success, I guess, with that. And then Jake was kind of like, Jake, did you just program that workout today? Was that like off? Okay. Yeah, Jake's a specimen. It looks like a superhero himself. But he goes, oh, yeah, if you guys want to go set up podcast stuff, we're going to work out. And I'm like, I feel really guilty not working out.
Right.
So everybody threw a shorts. Everyone did a workout together, like as a whole family, which was really cool. And then we did some like meditation, like breathing exercises, which was really nice.
Very relaxing, actually. I've never done that before.
Yeah, and then when we pulled up, we seen 4 troughs full of water with bags of ice all around them, and I'm like, uh-oh, I know what that is. And
I said, we're doing it.
Everyone's like, have you guys ever done it? We're like, no. They're like, oh, you're doing it. And then we went first.
Yep.
Which I kind of made fun of the ice bath thing because everyone's like posting motivational stuff on Instagram, like, look at me in cold water. And I'm like, come on, another guy.
Right.
But it is amazing.
It is amazing, man. Like,
I get it
there,
now.
Don't get me wrong, getting in there sucks.
Yeah.
But once you're in there, and what was the guy's name that was giving us
Judd,
giving us how to breathe and do all that, and like once you get focused in there, you're just kind of relaxed. Like the cold kind of goes away.
Yeah.
And then when you get out, you feel like $1 million.
Yeah. It helped that it was a motivating atmosphere. If someone's like, hey, Kurt, go get in that cold water, I'd be like, your ass. I'm like, but it was like nice. Everyone's around. It's like, you could do it. You're killing it. That helped. And then the breathing, but the after, like the euphoric feeling after, I did not expect.
Yeah.
And that's great. You guys do this weekly.
We do it weekly, every Wednesday. We usually do the cold plunge in the mornings, and then we do Warrior Wednesday as our team workout in the afternoon. But one of the best board meetings we ever had, we had the board in from California, New York, and they're here, and we did a breathing exercise, a meditation, then a cold plunge, and then your mind is just open. It's like it does something for you.
It's incredible.
And so we were all just like we were zoned in, and we had an incredible board meeting. But yeah, we do these on a weekly basis. This is our culture. That's what we wanted to provide to you guys today, was a glimpse into what we do all the time. The Warrior Wednesday workout that Jake ran for us today, it typically is a team kind of workout where you have somebody you're partnered up with, and if you're slacking, which my partner wasn't today, Jordan was my partner, the guy behind the camera.
He's 20.
He did all of his own sets of every workout. The burpees are the ones that crush you, and make you feel a little pukey. But we had to do 80 burpees today as a team, but we did 40 and 40. We split it in half. But we do see often in those workouts where one team member can do 50 and the other one's going to do 30. It's kind of split up, and so. Today it was fun to watch that. And then there is an incredible energy when you come together as a team. You do that type of workout, and then the meditation and breathing before getting into the cold plunge, it creates a different experience with the cold plunge because your body's ready for it, your mind's ready for it. And so Judd Gines, Dr. Gines, he's in the office here at Mountain Ops. Everyone's getting their backs popped and everything down there.
Awesome. I love that guy.
He's a chiropractor. He's incredible, and he does that for our team, him and his wife, every single week. And so we're pretty spoiled here, but it's what we've created as our culture for people to be a part of. We really focus on living the culture inside so that we can help people conquer outside. Yeah. And you can't give what you don't have. So we're trying to live the conquer more mentality in all aspects of those, spiritual, physical, mental, and social. And every month we hold our own competition, and everyone has an accountability partner. And at the end of the month, if you and your accountability partner have completed your goal within those 4 segments, plus our core value of the month, which this month it's service, if you've completed your goal, then you're entered in for some drawings and some prizes that we do every single month.
That's very cool.
And so that's the culture here we've tried to create so that we can be more beneficial to those that are joining us from the outside.
Yeah. I love it. It's been a good day, a really good day.
It's gone by super fast too.
I know. I don't know.
We had some fun.
I'm having so much fun, man. Everybody's been so great. It's like I'm kind of repeating myself now at this point, but it's like positivity is just on point here, and it's a great feeling, man. It is so good. I needed it bad. Coming in, I kind of worked double time in preparation for this trip, so podcasts still need to go out and stuff. And I think I spent more time on social media than a human should. In that span, just getting everything scheduled, and it started to like mentally hurt a little. Like honestly, it did. Like I'm like, man, I need to get away, and this has helped tremendously. Just 100%. This one day. So, social media could be toxic, but also be a beautiful place too, like with the group and stuff. But for
sure,
I needed it. For sure.
I'm glad it was beneficial to you guys. You guys fit right into this is incredible. And having partnerships with companies like you and you bring awareness to the opportunity that we have for customers to get involved in the Mountain Ops family and to see a benefit in their life and then benefit somebody else's life as well. So we love the partnership with you guys. It's been incredible.
Yeah,
really appreciate it.
It's been incredible. Definitely. When Jake first did that podcast, I don't know if it surprised our community of listeners, but I think it's something that people didn't think about, like happening would be WCB and Mountain Ops teaming up. And for whatever reason of maybe just, I don't know, maybe they just didn't see it coming or think about it. But I know, and Eric knows, and our listeners know what it's like to work jobs they might not like or that might not be the most positive environments, and you stop and get unhealthy energy drinks and a pack of donuts on your way to work because you don't care. It's just, and then you end up in this groove, and it's just easy to do that.
Yep.
And I mean, the messages we've had since Jake kind of broke everything down, and it's like, hey, I haven't had an energy drink since that podcast launched. And it's like little steps for our community. And that's like, we're taking those steps with our community.
100%. I haven't had an energy. I think I've had 3 since Jake was on the podcast, and I feel 100 times better already.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah. So I want to talk Conquer Hunger. I know Jake broke it down when he was in the studio, but we got to play a small part of it today, and I'm looking forward to playing a bigger part of it in the future. If you just want to break it down from your perspective, or maybe a little further than what Jake did on his episode.
Yeah. I mean, it all stems from my own family's food insecurities, experiences that we've had facing financial difficulties. And back in 2007, my family, went out on our own. We tried to start our own businesses, and we had multiple failures, just time and time again. 6 different businesses we tried to start, but the first one that we started was a franchise that we invested into. And my wife and I, being young, ambitious, a little bit dumb, we instead of buying 1 franchise, we bought 7, and we were overextended ourselves in a big way. Paid 7 franchise fees, inventoried 7 stores, build out 7 stores with furniture and fixtures and everything. And then we signed personal guarantees on each of those stores. And within 3 months of opening up those doors, the franchise was actually shut down, and had nothing to do with anything we were doing, but we were kind of caught in the crosshairs and had to close the doors and back out. And now we had all this out on the line. And this was now 2008. A lot of people struggling at that time. And the landlords that we were with, they didn't want to show us any mercy. They couldn't replace us in those locations. And so, we had liens put on our home. Those personal guarantees were $4,000 to $7,000 a month, and those locations that we were renting. And we just couldn't make it work. It was just financially infeasible. And so we stopped paying on our mortgage. We stopped paying on our cars. We had hospital bills, like all these things just stacked up against us. But food was what was on our mind all the time. As young parents, we had 3 children at the time. They had to eat, and we had to provide that. That was the basic necessity that they needed to have. And as a father who had just been so excited about starting this business, and now I was not able to provide from that business and trying to dig myself out of this hole, I felt like a failure. My roles and responsibilities in life were to provide, preside, and protect. And I really felt like I was failing in those regards. Fortunately, I have a wife that did not see me as a failure. She saw those as pivots in the road we needed to make, maybe some mountains we needed to climb together, some opportunities to be strengthened to one another. And we lean on our faith quite a bit during those times. And we call it our 7 years of famine. It took about 7 years before things started to click and bills were able to be paid without the stress of the world on our shoulders. And so during those times, we were given some perspective, and I see that as a gift. I think that every pain has a purpose, and there's a wise purpose to it all. And so my wife and I felt during those times that we needed to do something about what we were learning. That there was new perspective, new eyes to see, new heart to feel, new mind to understand the need that was out there. And we saw that it was happening around us in a big way. In where we live right here in Davis County, Utah, it's 1 in 4 kids don't have enough food to eat. On the weekends, they go home. During the week, they have the food assistance at school with breakfast and lunch. On the weekends, they go home. They don't have that. And so that was my family. And we decided to do something about it, mainly from our faith. We believe in Jesus Christ, and we turn to the Bible often. And there was a story in the Bible where Christ took a few loaves and a few fishes, and he multiplied them for the masses that were there. And so we made a commitment to multiply whatever resources we were able to create from the business. I remember when we were struggling, I would build out these decks, these slides and everything that I was going to present. I was building a business. I wanted to build a business that would feed hungry children, but I didn't know how that would happen. I didn't know when it would happen, where it would happen. And all of a sudden we were starting this supplement business, selling to hunters, and these hunters were bringing home food off the mountain. We were supplementing nutrition. People are spending $200 a month on their nutrition, where there's now, and I recognized that there was families around our country that could only fathom 1 meal a day. And so I was in these, all these correlations between what we were doing and the commitment that my wife and I made to each other to one day feed hungry children and families. And we said, this is it. This is our opportunity. This is right in the right industry. People understand it. Let's use this as a community build. But more than anything, let's give our customers an opportunity to fuel their own life, benefit their own life, and take a resource from that and bless a child or a family in need. And so every order that comes through Mountain Ops, we donate a meal to a child in need. And in June of this year, we hit a major milestone of 5 million meals being donated.
I was so hoping you were good.
Got your back.
And now it's okay, I never could have imagined that those loaves and those fishes would be multiplied to feed 5 million meals.
That is crazy, man.
It's incredible.
Now it's we were talking about running marathons earlier. It's once you do that, it's now how far can we go? It's only a matter of time before we hit 10 million meals. Next year, we have planned to do a 1 million meal day that Thad was inspired to kind of bring onto our radar. By the end of this year, we'll hit 6 million meals. And it's all because a community has come together under a mission to improve lives. And that improvement of lives is not just like what's been mentioned. It's not just physical. Hunger is a physical issue, and so we're attacking it that way. But when these kids get that pack that we put together, and they go into their principal's office, they take it home in their backpack very discreetly, so they're not singled out. You need food. They take it home. They have something to eat over the weekend, and then if they need some during the week, they have that there. And we're doing more than putting food in their belly. We're removing a distraction that is causing them struggle in school to pay attention to their teachers, to learn, to grow, to socialize. So we're helping in those aspects as well, to inspire some hope and confidence in these kids. And then I always think of the parents as well, because I know the pain, I know the weight, I know the feeling it is to say, I've got children at home and they've got to eat and I'm struggling to provide that for them. It's a miserable, helpless feeling. And so if I can do anything to remove a little bit of a weight off of a young father, young mother's shoulders, like that's my goal, that's my desire in life. And it's what I feel called to do. Mm-hmm. And so this mission of Mountain Ops is so much bigger than the products that you see sitting here on this table. It's a community coming together to transform lives in the most incredible way with the most vulnerable people out there that need our help. And we have an opportunity. In fact, we have a stewardship. Those perspective moments that you gain in life where your eyes are open, we need to do something about it. And so I love our community because they take action and they respond. And my life has been blessed and transformed because of the lives that have come into my life. It's been incredible.
Man, it's amazing.
It is.
My eyes are sweating.
Yep. Eyes are sweating.
It's cool, man. It's cool to be, play a little part of it in it, and
to see it firsthand. See it firsthand right here today.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's incredible, man.
Yeah.
What's cool is I remember after Jake sat down on your podcast, I was listening. Boys had gone to bed. I think he sent you this picture. I had bourbon on the table.
Yeah.
I was listening to the podcast. The bourbon wheels were turning pretty good. Mm-hmm. And so I actually have a challenge for you guys in the WCB community tied to Operation Conquer Hunger.
Okay.
I don't know when this podcast is going to release. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But we're doing a whitetail archery hunt giveaway with you all for next year.
Yes.
Tied to that, starting whenever this releases,
okay,
we want to challenge the WCB community to hit 100,000 meal donation. And where that came from is listening to the podcast. Like the first thing that came out of your guys' mouth was, how do we get Operation Conquer Hunger in Illinois?
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys planted the seed. I just germinated it with a little bit of bourbon. And so what we're going to do is for every order placed with WCB code, we'll do 5 meals donated. 100% of what we do with your code will come out and we'll do Operation Conquer Hunger in your headquarters.
Awesome.
And
awesome.
And we've never done 100,000 meals, so that's kind of my that's my challenge to the WCB community. Let's get there. I think
push hard for
we
that.
can totally do that.
Let's do it.
Your guys' partnership, I mean, we've said it a million times since you guys have been on. Game changer for us, Mountain Ops, hopefully a game changer for you all.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Amazing partnership. I think this is the least we could do to benefit your community and get Mountain Ops in front of the WCB folks and hopefully change lives. And someone will win a pretty stellar archery hunt too.
Yeah, it sounds like with Austin Chandler on his farm, and that's exciting.
Sweet.
Thank you guys. Let's kill this.
Make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah,
sure.
that would be awesome. That's a big deal, guys. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
You guys have been so good to us, man. In the last, it's crazy. It makes me like,
your eyes sweating?
Yeah.
There's something in the air in the Mountain Ops building.
Yeah.
It's dry here. That's what it is.
Dries your eyes out.
Utah's dry. Dang it. I can't talk. We're just thankful for you guys, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Likewise.
And what you guys are like done for us in like 2 months. Dead air. Sorry. We're forever grateful.
Yeah.
Likewise. It honestly, it takes partnerships to do good things in this world and to bring awareness to what we're doing, what you guys are doing. It's a beautiful thing. Relationships are incredible. We always say connect and conquer. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So however we can connect with the right people, right mission, right values, like that's what we're all about, and that's what's happening here, and that's what we're witnessing. So
Yeah,
We're
sorry.
forever grateful for it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of emotions going through in day one of the trip. Still got a hunting camp to go through, boys. How much weight am I going to lose in water? So, no, we're seriously so thankful for you guys and what you do. And, I mean, I know everybody here is so thankful to be a part of the family, man. I don't know how to express it.
You're doing a great job expressing it. We feel the same right back at you. So
We got friends for life, that's for sure, just in
Yeah.
this building right here.
yeah,
Thanks to Jake for kind of like tying this all in. You know, Jake's a major part of this, and he's sitting in giving us a salute. But, you know, Jake's been our guy for several years. We've known Jake a while, and then just like the way everything works out, it's like meant to be, man. You know, it's just everything happens for a reason, whatever it is, and it's all good, and it's beautiful.
he's an incredible individual. He's connected with so many incredible individuals. You said like the superhero or something earlier. He looks like what is it, Mr. Incredible? Right?
He does.
My kids always say that. And then we've known each other for a long time. He was introduced to Mountain Ops by a friend that I went to high school with in South Bend, Indiana. And that's where the connection was made. He told Jake, "Hey, I've got this buddy out in Utah that just started this supplement brand for the hunting industry. I think you'd enjoy it." And then we were connected, and I followed him for a long time ever since, just watching this guy. We've had conversations throughout the years, became really good friends, and then, you know, trying to convince him to one day, I hope he'll be out here in Utah, Utah resident. But he's back in Indiana. I love Indiana as well, so that's okay. And we're starting to, you know, plant roots back there with the brand, and through individuals like you, and so I love that there's those connections. But it makes all the difference in growing awareness, bringing a brand into different communities, to have individuals like Jake Powers involved and connecting with the right people in the right way. So he represents the brand in an incredible way. I trust him 100% to go out and be the man to represent the brand. So
yeah, it's awesome. You have a team, you know, people on your team that you can trust with that type of responsibility. But man, it's been great. Like, the whole like Midwest connection for us and you guys, it's like, you know, I kind of brought up some like harsh points probably on that first initial like introduction to WCB, but I don't think they're untrue. Maybe like the way I worded them was maybe a little harsh, but I felt like we had to air that out there for our audience, you know, and I feel like there's a lot of people who probably discovered Mountain Ops for the first time in the Midwest that were in similar situations like Eric and I just had, you know, we have young kids and in our 30s and are getting fat,
to say the least,
and got to change some things, man, you know, but yeah, it's been great.
that's awesome.
It's been great. I don't want to miss anything. What do we got to hit? Because I know you guys, you got to catch a flight here real quick.
I do.
So I want to just make sure we cover everything with you guys before you got to like big wig us. And fly
Jet's
on
waiting.
Yeah. They're warming it up.
I mean, I'm curious from these guys. What do you go from here? What's next? I mean, part of your commentary in your survey said, "Watch out for me now." You know, look where I'll go from here. What do you guys leave here thinking or feeling after all this?
Honestly, just keep pushing on. I mean, my life's been changed so much by this that I don't want to stop here, and I just want to keep pushing and helping others because, I mean, you guys have changed my life, so I just want to go help change others' lives.
It's cool.
I actually starting a Christian clothing company called Alpha Omega Armor of God. So
Sweet.
I don't know when I'll be. I got some ideas. I got the first line of shirts, but I want to get 4 or 5 more and some things going before I drop it. But I mean, I'm gonna lead a lot of dudes to God, man, and to y'all's supplements, and man, it's just today was amazing. I mean, there ain't really much to say. There's no other way to explain it. It was still crazy. Like I said, she said, I just want to go to sleep because I don't know. I mean, I'm just so wore out. Like it's just a big, it's such a big thing.
So you haven't been sleeping the last.
I haven't
few
slept
days,
3
right?
days.
No slumber needed.
No.
Yeah, it's an unreal day
It's good.
It's crazy.
being a part of the family here.
It's awesome.
Pretty dang cool. It's good. Such a good day.
Yeah,
It's just going to get better and better, man.
it will.
Well, I think that's the perfect closing because you guys got to scoot. And I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot more podcasts here over the next few days. because we have an elk camp to go to, boys.
That's right.
We do, and it's an incredible elk camp. I mean, I've been in many different elk camps, and there's nothing quite like this one up at Strawberry Ridge in Utah. There's some history there with my mom's first hunt, my dad's first hunt, I don't know. You guys are about to enter Jurassic Park.
That's what you guys were telling us. So we should talk about
Awesome.
this a little more because our audience was in the loop a little bit, but maybe not full blown up to this point anyway.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about it on a podcast yet. We've been kind of dropping
We talked
hints.
about it, but not like in full detail,
Right.
Especially after the update, right?
Yep.
So Jake called me. Well, Jake texted me very vaguely and was like, "What are you doing on these dates?" And I'm like, normally when Jake texts me, I'm like, "Well, apparently I'm hanging out with you." But it was like,
'Cause why else would he be asking?
but then I tried, and then he said, "Are you ready to throw down?" And then nothing after that. And I'm like, I call him. He answers in a meeting. I have to call you back after this meeting. Doesn't call me back. So I don't know how much time went by, 24 hours at least. And then another text, "What are you doing on these dates?" I'm like, again, probably hanging out with you if you're asking, And you guys called me and basically told me that I was getting an elk tag. And I'm like, obviously, like crying pretty much of like, no way, like that's crazy. And then I'm like, well, what about Eric? I'm going to feel like Eric probably thinks I like side doored him or something, So I was like a little worried about that. And he goes, "All right, well, here's the deal. There's another tag, and let's try and basically, I don't know how you want to like how I should word it or not word it, but basically it was like a competition, with the Mountain Ops family, and we took it personal, kind of for fun, and
Push ourselves a little bit.
secured another elk tag. But then we had a meeting. I was driving. Eric, you were like working.
I was at home. I was just happened to pop downstairs and do a Zoom call with you guys.
And you guys were kind of mean to Eric on the meeting because you like just dangled the cheese way out.
Well, yeah, right.
Oh yeah, you were hunting. You were elk hunting in Colorado or something, right?
First thing out of their mouth is, "Kurt, you're going on an elk hunt." And I'm like, I'm like, but awesome, Kurt's gonna be able to go. That's awesome. Like we actually won the competition, did it right. So, and then
Thad's like, "I think we have another tag."
Well, we started talking about other things, and then Jake's like, "Hey Thad, don't we have another tag in the office?" I'm like, God, I wanted to just start cussing you guys out so bad, but
Yeah, I think I said, "Eric, throw your gear in a trash bag or whatever you do out in Indiana or Illinois, and get out to Utah."
yeah, it was crazy.
It was pretty incredible, man. Eric and I yelled back and forth on the phone with
After we got the phone with
excitement
you guys,
after.
and
Yeah.
my wife's like, "What is going on down there?"
So we appreciate that so
Appreciate
much, guys,
it,
letting us
yeah.
be a part of that and giving us this opportunity. It's a
Yeah.
big deal. So
No, it's huge. I don't know if we want to share more about where we're going to hunt and
let's
how
do
it's-
that on the
do
next
it after.
episodes if
Okay.
that's cool. Because
That's
I
perfect.
imagine we'll do some in camp.
Yep.
I will say I'm forever grateful for this
Forever.
opportunity, man. And my dad passed away a couple years ago, and his dream was to always kill a big bull elk with a bow, and that's my goal to do it for him. So,
That's awesome.
and we're gonna go for it. And so, my dad's name was Dave. The whole WCB community calls him Papa Dave.
Wow.
Yep.
So we're gonna try to kill a couple bulls for Papa Dave.
Heck
Awesome.
Yeah, and I just want to say, I mean, even if the elk hunt was on the table, it's been an honor just coming out here to meet everyone
Yeah, definitely.
and get to be part of this whole day.
Yeah.
I mean, meet you guys and meet everyone at the office. It's been truly amazing.
Likewise from us to you guys. Incredible people, and we're just blessed to work with you. Thank you.
Well, thank you. We got sappy enough on our people.
We did.
this episode.
My eyes are starting to sweat again.
I gotta go. I'm got something in my eye. So hey, congratulations, guys.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
happy
you.
for you guys and what you've done and the transformation. Hopefully, we're making our own transformation. We will be for sure.
Hey, we'll be your accountability partners.
Text us, be like, "What are you doing?" Going to work out. We'll have some fun. So appreciate it, guys. Anybody want to shout out anything? What was your clothing company again?
Alpha Omega Armor of God. It ain't dropped yet or nothing like that. It's going to be a couple months probably, but
Okay.
This is going to help a lot. So
Okay, shoot us a message, man. We'll put out your
awesome.
website or whatever you need, and we'll help you out.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
So, and if you want to throw an Instagram out or anything,
No, I want to thank Mountain Ops and my daughter and my husband.
There you go.
awesome.
Awesome.
Going around the table.
Working class bow hunter, like you want to shout out to no, yeah, thank you guys. No, it's incredible. Thank you for all the listeners who have, taken a chance on Mountain Ops and tried a product and know that that product that you're using to benefit your life, it's also benefiting someone else. So I appreciate all those that join in this community. It's been incredible.
For sure.
Yeah, thank you guys for the early partnership, and look for more details on the hunt giveaway and
That's exciting.
Operation Conquer Hunger Challenge to the WCB community.
Thank you guys for that opportunity.
It's awesome.
It's fun. And thank you, Jake.
Thank you, Jake. Yep.
What you got, Eric?
Nothing. I mean, pretty much explained it all, man. Appreciate everything here. Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Looking forward to see what you guys do next. So,
Awesome.
and thank you guys for everything. Thanks, Jake.
My closing is how I close all of the podcasts. You know what to do. Go shoot your bow. We love you. See you next week. Thanks, guys.